Hello friends, welcome to lesson 19. So today we're gonna move on to 8.3, which is linear law including graph. So we're gonna draw graph now, okay? So I hope you prepare your graph papers, right? If you don't have graph paper, please download the graph paper that I've sent to you through the team post. Alright, so before that, let's check our previous homework first, okay? So let's double check your previous homework, okay? From question 1 onwards, your A, B, and Y. Just double check again for me. Okay, and then question 2, your K and your H. And question 3 is 1 and 1 over 3. Okay, and then for question 4 until 6 are the homework. Okay, are the work that I asked you guys to do. So let's look at this Xiangchen's work together. Right? Okay, so question number 4A is 5. B is not negative half. B is supposed to be a positive half. Okay, you should compare with the equation. Okay, I think he hasn't put any equation here. After this step and this step, oh yeah, it's here. So the equation is here, right? So then you compare with after you reduced. So it's supposed to be negative half equals to negative b. Or you just look at the half and the b. So it's positive, right? Okay, you just get rid of the negative, so it's half b. If you compare like this, right? Okay, so it's positive half. And your A is this one, positive 5 and your A. Okay, so it's correct. And then for part 2, this one's supposed to be a negative 2, 1 divided by negative half. So it's supposed to be a y equals to negative 3. Okay, please double check this work. And then as your question 5, I think a lot of you get correct also. P is 7.393 significant figure and Q is 0.223. Okay, the one that you need to compare, okay, is this one with this. By the way, this x, please write down. Don't write here, you must put bracket at least. Okay, because LNQX, okay, it means that this is bracket. Okay, without this bracket, it means it's bracket. So if you want to times x with the LNQ, you must put bracket like this. Or you can just put in front x, L, and q. Okay, means that the x times everything with the L and q. Right? So when you compare this one. Negative 3 over 2 equals to ln q. Okay, which is this. And then your 2 equals to ln p, which is this one. Okay, so that's why the answer is correct. It's just that you need to adjust on the working over here. Okay, and the rest of you are also the same. Please double check if you got do something like this, right? Please change it. Okay, and question number 6. P is 3. No, it's not 3. It's supposed to be a 2. Okay, you look at this. This one wrong. This one's supposed to be 3 minus 1, so it's 2. Okay, so this one's supposed to be 2, supposed to be 2, supposed to be 2. And that's why your P is supposed to be 2. And your Q is correct, which is 1. Okay, so that's all from the previous lesson. Okay, so let's go to example 1 for this new topic over here, new subtopic. So example 1 here, we're gonna draw graph, okay? But the thing here is, okay, you are given a table here, okay? The table shows experimental values of 2 variables, x and y. These two are small x and small y, okay? And which are connected by an equation of this. Okay, this is non-linear, okay? This is obviously a non-linear graph. Okay, so the thing here is, if you want to draw a graph, you don't draw using this xy. Okay, if you draw this xy, you won't get a straight line. Remember, this topic is about linear law. So linear law is all about straight line. So when you draw the graph also, you need to draw a straight line graph, okay? So part 1, using a scale of, okay, you're given scale here, you're gonna plot, okay, look at this, plot 1 over y against square root of x. Okay, when they say plot this one against this one, it means that your big Y is this is your big Y, and this is your big X. Okay, meaning to say that this is on your y-axis, this is on your x-axis. Okay, so you're going to draw a straight line. Alright, look at this note over here. So your first step is to construct new table. Okay, you must construct new table first, and then you draw the graph. Okay, and then back to the step 1 to step 5 according to the previous lesson, if you remember. Okay, if you don't remember what are the step 1 to 5, please check your previous lesson. Okay, so first step, you must construct new table. Okay, these 2 steps, you cannot start off with drawing graph first. Cannot. No. Okay, you construct new table, then only you can draw graph. You don't draw graph first, new table, you don't have any graph for you to draw. Okay, you don't draw the graph using the table here. Okay, you will get a non-linear graph, means that it's not a straight line graph. Okay, so you construct new table first. Okay, first of all, how you gonna construct new table? Okay, so after you copy this question, okay, you can actually screenshot and print it out if you want to, right? If no, then you can copy down the questions. Okay, so as I say here, you construct new table. Okay, so let's construct the table together. Okay, so to construct a new table, what you need to know is what is your big Y and what is your big X. Okay, so I will put my big X on the top, big Y at the bottom, and I fill in first. My big X is square root of X according to the question, and big Y is my 1 over Y. Look at this. Okay, I already fill in that. Okay, so my next step is I want to fill in new table. So I'm gonna use this big X, big Y here, square root of X 1 over Y according to the value of the table here. Okay, so I'm gonna press calculator, square root of X, square root of this, square root of this, square root of all the X, and I fill in here. Okay, so let's do this together. You double check with my answer here. Who knows my answer here wrong, right? Okay, so let's press calculator together. So square root of 0.5, I'll get 0.71. Okay, 2 decimal places is enough. Okay, and then square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 1.5. Okay, square root of 1.5, 1.22. Okay, and then to square root of 2 is 1.41. Square root of 2.5 is 1.58, and then square root of 3 is 1.73. Okay, double check. Help me to double check with press calculator. Okay, and then the next thing is we want to fill in this part, 1 over Y. So what we're gonna do is 1 over this whole Y here lah, 1 by 1. 1 over Y means 1 over 1.61, which is 0.62. Then 1 over 0.83, I fill in. I get 1.20. 2 decimal place is enough, okay? And then 1 divided by 0.61 is 1.64. And then 1 over 0.5 is 2. And then this one is 2.38. And then the last one is 2.63. Okay, round off all to 2 significant at 2 decimal place. So according to these notes, we construct new table and then we draw graph. Okay, we draw a real graph now. Okay, let's plot the graph together. Okay, so you prepare a graph paper here. Okay, so what you need to know is, okay, what is the scale? Do they give you scale? 4 cm to 1 unit. Okay, your graph is something like this, right? Okay, please take note that this one is 1 cm. Okay, this is 1 cm. Okay, so if they say 4 cm to 1 unit, here say 4 cm to 1 unit, So 4 cm to 1 unit means that 4 cm is like this, 4 until here. 4 cm for 1 unit. So here will be 0, here will be 1 lah. Something like that. Okay? So meaning to say that here is 0.5. Okay? 4 cm 1 unit, it means that one. Okay, so we start drawing graph now. 4 cm 1 unit. Okay, so let's look at the highest one. The highest value here is 2.63 and 1.73. Okay, so we take the highest one, 2.63, we round off, okay, somewhere 3, and here is somewhere 2. So we start plotting from the highest one. So from the highest one, I will plot 3. Here will be my 3. Okay, and then here will be my 2. 4 cm, like this is 4 cm. 1, 2, 3, 4 cm, 1 unit. So 1 unit for 4 cm. Okay. And then 4 cm here 1, and then another 4 cm here is 0. Okay, and then here 1 and here 2. 4 cm 1 unit, 4 cm 1 unit, according to the scale that they say on each axis, means that x and y axis also like this. Plot 1 over y against square root of x. So I need to label, this is 1 over y and this is my square root of x. So we plot the first one first. Okay, I draw my y-axis and x-axis already. So my first point here is 0.71 and 0.62. Okay, so look at the x-axis first. This definitely your 0.5. This is 1.5 because this is half. Okay, so your 0.1 is here, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. So every two small boxes are 0.1, right? 0.6, 0.7, like that. Okay, so first point is 0.71 and 0.62. 0.71 is somewhere here, and 0.62 is here is 0.5. So 0.6 is here. So 0.62 somewhere there. So when we plot somewhere here. Okay, please check your plot. Right, and then for second plot is 1 and 1.2. Okay, 1.2 is here. 1.2 is here. So 1.2 is here. Okay, and then my third plot, 1.22, 1.64, 1.1, 1.2, 1.2 here, and 1.64. Here is 1.5, 1.6 is here, 1.64 is somewhere here. So when I plot, you have better eyesight than me. Okay, something like this. Right, the fourth one is 1.41 with 2. 1.3, 1.4, 1.41 with 2 is here. Right? And then the fifth one is 1.58 to 2.38. 1.6 is here, so 1.58 is somewhere here. And then 2.3, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 8. 2.38 is there. So when you see, you must see carefully. You know I'm gonna check your work, right? So I'm gonna check all of your graph. Please do it properly, okay? Somewhere here. Okay? So we plot all the graph already or not yet? One more, last one. 1.73, 2.63. 1.6, 1.7, 1.73 is somewhere here. 2.6 is here. 63 is somewhere here. So when we check our graph, here. Okay, so we have plot all the graph already. So now what we're gonna do is draw the line. Okay, so I've drawn the line already. Okay, when you draw this line, please draw until your y-intercept, because you want to know what is your y-intercept to find your answer later. So when you draw this line, you must draw until C here, your y-intercept. Okay, so we have finished constructing our table and draw the graph. So the next step will be easy because you already do some exercises already in the previous lesson. Okay, so remember this part here, you must use new table to plot graph. Okay, look at this, go say use new table to plot graph. Okay, so you cannot use the table here again, the old table. Okay, why? Never use old table to plot, because you won't get a straight line. Okay, remember that. Okay, so after we finish drawing this, okay, that's all for part 1. This is our part 1. Okay, we have done our part 1. So now part 2, use your graph to estimate the value of A and B. So now what we're gonna do is we do the step 1 until step 5. Okay, we do the step 1 until step 5. Okay, so step 1 is what? Find gradient. Okay, I'm gonna do it here. So first step, what I'm gonna do is find my gradient from the graph that you already plot. Okay, the one that you already draw. So you pick 2 points. Okay, I will pick any 2 points from here. Okay, you just choose any 2 points from here. Okay, let's say I will choose from here is easier because you plot the same thing, right? So I choose the first one, 1.20. Okay, and the second point is 1.41 with 2 Okay, these two, this point and this point. This point is basically from here Okay, 1.2. Another point is 1.41 and 2 is here. If you want to choose any 2 points from here and find the gradient also can, you will still get the same thing. Okay, so my gradient 2 minus 1.20, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so you press calculator for 1.95. Okay, so somewhere there if your answer is, if you're using a different point, 2 points, you will get somewhere this answer, you will get almost 2. Okay, I will accept any answer. 1.95 is okay, if 2 is also okay, right? So let's say my gradient here according to the points that I chose is 1.95. If you choose other 2 points, you will get somewhere around there, as I say. Next, after finding gradient, is finding C. C is here. It's already here. So this one is a negative 0.5, negative 0.6, negative 0.7, negative 0.8. So your y-intercept is negative 0.8. So I put here negative 0.8. Okay, and then I sub into my big Y equals to M big X plus C. My C is negative, so I put minus 0.8. So my big X, big Y is square root X and 1 over Y. Okay, it's already from your graph there. So 1 over Y equals to 1.95 square root of X minus 0.8. Okay, so step 4, what is step 4 again? You reduce, right? You reduce from the equation that I give you. Okay, this part is very important. Okay, this part here. So you reduce that one. Okay, I'm gonna reduce that. I copy back the question here. Do I need to reduce this? Oh, no need, because you see it's already the same. Okay, if already the same, then you can compare now. A with the A, this one. So this is 1.95 and B is your negative 0.8. Right? So answer is A equals to 1.95 and your B is negative 0.8. So that's your answer. So that's all for question 1. Okay, that will be your part 1 and this is your part 2. Right, finding A and B, estimate. That's why they say estimate, because your there is a range of answer for A and B. It's not just stick to one answer like 1.95. It can be 2 also. Okay. So that's for example 1. So now it's your turn to do question, your second graph for today. Okay, this will be your homework. Okay, I'm gonna guide you a bit. So this question, you are given an equation here. So this is your table. What you're gonna do is you have to draw a new construct a new table. Okay, construct a new table. Don't use this table to draw a graph. Using a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit and 1 cm to 0.5 unit. Okay, you plot this against this. So this one, y over x and x, will be your new table. Okay, now this is your new table. So your new table here, remember to write big X and big Y. So you fill in your big X as only X and big Y is Y over X. So your X is still the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, fill in. Y over X is you divide, you fill in. And then when you draw the graph, this one, okay, the scale I'm going to teach you, 2 cm to 1 unit is basically 2 cm 1 unit. This is 2 cm. 2 cm 1 unit, another 2 cm 1 unit, so it's 2. Another 2 cm 1 unit until 3. Okay, something like that, alright? And then your y-axis is 1 cm to 0.5. Okay, so 1 cm is like this. So 0.5, another 0.5, so it's 1, another 0.5 is 1.5, another 0.5 is 2, and so on. Okay, you need to know what is your highest x and highest y from your table. Okay, so I leave this question for you to do. Alright, so for today's lesson 19, so you do example 1 with notes, and also question, consider as question 1. Alright, so that's all from me today. See you guys. Bye.